Good afternoon, everybody. I hope you're coping well with the daylight saving change. And today I'm going to talk to you about borderline personality disorder, because it is Borderline Personality Disorder Awareness Week. My name is Frank Brewer, and I'm the principal at New Path Psychology and a clinical psychologist. So, I'd like to start with explaining there's a big difference between common presentations such as depression and anxiety or PTSD and borderline personality disorder. So the word is personality disorder, and I try to explain a little bit what we think, what makes a personality disorder actually a personality disorder. Personally, I don't like the term personality disorder because it indicates something is entirely wrong with a person, which I don't think is the case at all. But the term refers to difficulties that the person has with interpersonal relationships. So the main problem a person with a personality disorder has, it's concerning the interpersonal relationships. So, and the reason why this topic is also a personal one in a way, because in my practice I see a lot of clients with BDP which have been wrongly diagnosed as, say, bipolar 2, as simple depression, or as panic disorder. And the consequence of this is that people have been denied access to proper ongoing care. People with borderline personality disorder have been criticized for what they actually presented. They have been turned away from care, which I think is actually very tragic. Yeah. So they don't get the help that they need. Treatment is available. Evidence-based treatment is available and has been for, I should say, decades. So, for instance, dialectic behavioral therapy, which is a skill-based therapy, teaching skills to clients, or schema mode therapy, which has a different focus, but it's definitely cognitive behavioral therapy based in a way. So maybe I share a little bit what makes borderline personality. So one characteristic is that people with BDP have trouble sustaining stable relationships. Yeah, so they often experience ups and downs. They tend to sort of switch between love and hate. So I love you, I hate. I love you, I hate you. I hate that I love you. All these kind of things would be typical for somebody with borderline personality disorder. We often find there are patterns of self-harm, self-mutilation, and definitely a tendency for suicidal ideation. And in fact, the actual suicide rate is actually quite high. So it is estimated that about 10% of people take their lives. Yeah? People with BDP take their lives. So that certainly indicates that treatment is a must. Yeah. So wait a minute, where was I heading with this? What else is characteristic for BDP? It's people with BDP suffer from extreme emotions, so extreme sadness, maybe extreme joy at some stage too, but that's not dominant. Extreme sadness, fear of abandonment, that's definitely a core symptom, which explains the trouble that they have in a relationship. They want to be close to someone, but this closeness creates a lot of fear. They're also fearful of being distant from somebody because of that fear of abandonment. So they're always in that kind of tense field, sort of rocking between being close and being distant, and it's never ever right. Yeah? They have trouble being by themselves often. So it's no wonder that another term for BDP is emotionally unstable personality disorder. So the good news is that, as said, treatment is available, which is it takes place over several years, I should say. I think the bare minimum of proper treatment would be 2 years. It's usually a combination of individual session and group sessions. Yes, you've heard right. Group sessions have proven to be very successful, and while usually people don't particularly like the group sessions at the beginning because it's confronting in a way, they often discover that actually the group is the place where they feel safe and held and supported. Yeah. So again, I'm trying to sort of promote education in the community because well, it's such a shame that treatment is available, but people have trouble accessing the right treatment. Yeah. If you have, for instance, a private health fund, you can go to sort of private hospitals, and they have excellent programs. For instance, Hills Clinic or South Pacific, yeah, or others. So in Greenwich or Cremorne. But again, for those ones who depend on the public system, it's a little bit more difficult, and I hope to be able to provide you with more information in my Thursday vlog. Yeah, I'm also sort of like to invite other health professionals to really get some good knowledge around BDP, in particular GPs, because it's really a disservice to clients if they are wrongly diagnosed with depression and anxiety, because they don't need depression and anxiety treatment. Yeah, I cannot emphasize that enough. They need sort of the complexity of the disorder needs to be taken into account, and treatment has to be tailored, full stop. So definitely I would like to invite every health professional to get good knowledge on what is borderline personality disorder, because it's treatable, it gets better with age, and the more you engage in treatment, and that's also true for the families. Yeah. So what's true for depression when we say depression is contagious? So it's certainly also true for people with BDP. It's not just the individual that is concerned, but also family members can suffer a lot and are affected by such sort of sometimes debilitating psychological disorder. Hi Sasha, thanks for joining. I hope you have a good afternoon. I will leave it at that. If you have questions, please pop them into the comment box or send me a private message. I'm more than happy to address and answer them to the best of my knowledge. And I shall see you soon, tomorrow for day 34 of the 90-day live chats. Thanks for joining, and bye for now.